Look closely at your own life right now and ask yourself a question that should terrify you. Where did the last 4 years go? Not in a metaphorical sense, not as a poetic reflection on the passage of youth, but literally. Try to reach backward into your mind and pull out the living, breathing memories of the past few years. What you will find is not a rich tapestry of lived experience. You will find a fog, a blank, compressed blur where entire seasons of your existence have collapsed into a few disjointed, interchangeable flashes. This is chronological vertigo. You tell yourself this is just what getting older feels like. You tell yourself that adulthood simply speeds up. That is a comforting lie. Your past is not vanishing because of time. Your past is being systematically erased in real time by the machines sitting in your hands. To understand why your life feels like it is accelerating toward a blank horizon, you have to understand the hidden mechanism of how the human brain builds a memory. In neuroscience, this is known as event segmentation theory. Your brain does not record your life as a continuous movie. Instead, your biological archivist, the hippocampus, is constantly scanning your environment for physical shifts. Every time you walk through a doorway, step outside into cold air, feel the texture of gravel beneath your boots, or enter a new room, your brain registers a spatial prediction error. It triggers what cognitive scientists call an event boundary. An event boundary is a physical punctuation mark. It is the moment your hippocampus closes one mental file, stamps it with sensory data, and opens a new chapter. It is the reason a childhood summer felt like 100 years. Your days were filled with thousands of physical thresholds, tactile textures, and spatial updates. Now, look at how you live today. You sit in the exact same chair, in the exact same posture, under the exact same unchanging fluorescent hum. And for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, you consume thousands of fragmented worlds, a war, a joke, a financial report, a heartbreak, a stranger's vacation, all through a single flat 6-inch piece of glowing glass. To your biology, you have gone nowhere. There was no shift in gravity, no change in temperature, no physical doorway crossed. While your dopamine pathways are bombarded with endless stimulation, your hippocampus is starving. To your memory archivist, 12 hours of high-speed digital consumption is registered as a single, unpunctuated microsecond of sitting in a sensory vacuum. Your mind processed 50,000 data points but stored 0 lived history. You. This is synthetic amnesia. You are experiencing everything but remembering nothing. And here is the quiet tragedy. When your brain has no episodic memories to look back on, psychological time collapses. The brain measures the duration of your existence by memory density. When it searches backward and finds only a flat, empty corridor of glowing glass, it skips over the void. And 4 years vanishes into 4 weeks. You are not just losing your memories, you are losing yourself. A human being without an accessible past is merely a ghost reacting to stimuli. If you want to stop this invisible theft and reclaim your life from the algorithm, you must manually force your brain to start recording again. Here is the 3-part neurological reclamation protocol. First, the threshold reset. Weaponize. Event segmentation. When transitioning between work, scrolling, and living, create deliberate physical boundaries. Stand up. Physically walk through a doorway, step outside, and let the ambient air hit your face. Force your nervous system to register one chapter has ended and a new one has begun. Second, the 60-second synaptic retrieval. Every night, before you sleep, leave your phone in another room. In the darkness, manually force your mind to retrieve 3 hyper-specific physical sensory moments from your day. The exact coolness of a glass of water, the grain of a wooden table, the sound of rain against the glass. Active retrieval forces the brain to lock short-term experience into permanent synaptic storage. Third, reintroduce sensory friction. Your brain was designed for tactile resistance, thermal shifts, and physical geography. Take the unfamiliar route. Write your thoughts on physical paper with ink. Wash your hands in cold water between tasks. Have a conversation where no devices exist on the table. Your brain only records what is real, tangible, and physically felt. Your life will never be measured by the number of days you breathed. It will be measured by the moments your mind was actually present enough to keep. Reclaim your story, protect your focus, and keep your mind gentle.